Investigators are trying to figure out how a boat on Beaver Lake caught fire late this afternoon. We first told you about this tonight in your 5 News at 6. This video sent in by Tate Boyette. Now, this happened near the Monte Ne boat ramp. Several agencies responded, including Hickory Creek Fire Department, Rocky Branch, and Beaver Lake Fire Department. We'll, of course, keep you updated as any new details come into our newsroom. Andrew McGann, the man accused of a double murder at Devil's Den State Park, is due back in court tomorrow. McGann is charged with capital murder in the deaths of Clinton and Kristen Brink last July. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in this case. Late last month, the defense filed new motions, including motions to have witnesses sequestered while at the courthouse to prevent juror exposure to witnesses and trial spectators. Last week, prosecuting attorney Brandon Carter filed the state's responses to these motions. A jury trial, though, has not yet been announced. A man is recovering tonight after he became trapped between his canoe and a rock in rough water over the weekend. It happened in Franklin County at the Mulberry River, and first responders say he was stuck for at least 4 hours before crews were able to get him out. The man was able to keep his head above water and then used a satellite phone to call for help. He was taken to the hospital with hypothermia. With summer approaching, search and rescue workers say people need to know what kind of river they're getting into.
Level of the river versus the challenge that it presents. In general, the lower the water, the less threatening or challenging it is. You know, people should always be careful about planning their trip. Don't plan too long a trip. Make sure, given the water level that day, that you can complete that trip.
Also, always need to wear a life jacket and to follow rules for not just yourself, but for everybody's safety. Arkansans gathered at the state capitol to honor 4 service members recognized with the nation's highest military award. New plaques were unveiled at the Arkansas Medal of Honor Memorial, paying tribute to Private Samuel Johnson, First Lieutenant George Kenton Sisler, Private First Class Daniel Edwards, and Gunnery Sergeant John Canley. The son and granddaughter of Edwards was there and spoke about what this honor means to their family.
It was mainly the stories that were carried on by my family that helped me to really have a sense of who he was, and I felt like I've known him, even though I didn't have the opportunity.
And my father would say that we, as a family, look back on him and all that he did and was, that he cherished the company and all the men that were around him.
The Medal of Honor serves as a recognition for these individuals, but also as a history lesson for the generations to come. Fayetteville National Cemetery holding a ceremony honoring those who have served today. 5 News chief photographer Joel Katner was there as he shows us now how the city celebrated their fallen heroes.
It's a time to remember and honor the veterans who came before us, who served for this country and who died for this country. It's something that each year we can take some time out, not to celebrate, but to actually honor the sacrifices they made for us. It gives me a lot of pride to see how the community Northwest Arkansas supports Fayetteville National Cemetery. It is a very veteran-centered community, and it shows by the amount of people that show up. And that's a tribute to how important the veterans are and this cemetery is to the community. A lot of folks who come here have people interred here. Not everyone does. Others come out just to show their support. So it makes me feel a big sense of pride.